Hello and welcome to Merlin's Manor. Today I'm going to be showing you how to play the solo mode of Stamp Swap. I won't be going into the multiplayer rules as they are very different, especially when it comes to the collect phase, but I highly recommend checking out Rodney Smith over on Watch It Played for that. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to set up everything very similar to the way that you're going to set up for a multiplayer game. You've got the board set out here, you've got the round marker set on Friday Collect, you've got tokens set out for your victory point tracking, two of them because when you get to 50, 100, and 150, you're going to kind of move the second one over there. You're going to set out these different goal cards, one for each category. You've got color, theme, size, canceled stamps, and finale card. And there's two ways that you can do this. You can either shuffle each deck separately and set them out, or you can shuffle all of the cards together and you can place them out until you have one for each one there. Either way works. You're also going to take the attendee cards and you're going to separate out number 9, 6, 5, and 1. They have this no Automa symbol in the corner here. They don't work for the solo mode, but then once you've done that, you can shuffle these up and set them out. You're also going to switch out the normal event cards for the Automa event cards. And so shuffle those all up as well. Set them aside. You're going to then shuffle up these, which are the cards for the Automa choosing round goals. Set those aside and shuffle up these decision cards for the Automa and set those aside. Then you're going to choose the Automa's board based on the size goal here. And so you see here, we see it says 19 and 22. This is 22, so this is the board that we'll be using. And then once you've done that, you can go ahead and choose your board from the remainder there. The instructions do tell you to only use the ones that aren't Automa boards, but really once you've chosen the Automa board, you can really select any board that you want, and that'll give you more variety. And the only difference that's going to be is the exhibitor over here is going to be based on a different theme. You'll get 1 point per stamp of that theme at the end of each round. And so for a little bit more variety, you can shuffle up all of them once you've chosen the Automas. You're also going to want to choose which level of difficulty you want to play on. That's going to only really matter for scoring. For the Pinzetta, we'll score negative 20 points for level 1, negative 10 points for level 2, and 0 points off for level 3 at the end of the game. Also, the Automa will be scoring differently for the different theme cards. If you'll notice on here, you've got level 1, 2, and 3. They'll score more points throughout the game for their themes as well. And so that's going to be the big difference there on those difficulties, is how many points Automa's going to score both for the round goals as well as the endgame scoring is going to knock some off for the lower levels there. I'll go over more about endgame scoring later on. You also want to set up these different cards here for the player aids so they can help you to remember what the Automa is doing. So let's go ahead and jump into how the game itself plays, starting with what's going to happen in the collect phase. You're going to flip one of these event cards over and you're going to take what's in the top line there. You've got a large pile and small pile for the Automa, as you see right here. And if it's a white side, you're going to flip it over to the face up side. And if it's this one here, it's face down, you're going to put that one face down. And if you see this is an attendee card, those always go face up. And so I'm just going to place these right here so that you hopefully can still see them. And we've got face up there and a face up here. Now this is one of the rare stamps, and so that's going to have some special rules to it that I'll go over as we go. Then you'll flip another one of these, and you're going to follow the second line for yourself. Same way that we did with the Automa, and you are allowed to look at yours. You can't look at Automa's face down. You can look at your face down, but you want to keep them face down because that's going to matter based on how Automa is going to appraise when we get to the appraisal phase. And then this one's face up, face down, and another face up. And so now we've set those out. We're going to follow the instructions on the bottom here. Stamps forever. It says, add 2 forever stamps from the supply to your daily collection. When cutting, none of your piles can have 2 plus more forever stamps than the other. Okay, so you can't just put a whole bunch of forever stamps in one place. So that's added to our daily collection there. And then we're going to go into appraising. Pinzetta is going to appraise our items first, and then we're going to do a kind of our section, and then we'll do Pinzettas. And so we're going to appraise our items, and the way that's going to work, as we see on this card, if we had any of the attendee cards, we get 1 appraisal token, and any forever stamps get 1 appraisal token. So let's go ahead and put these here like this. And then we're going to look to see if we have any rare items. We don't. If we did, they would get 4. Then we're going to look for any that are 2 or 3 value that are face up. Face down does not matter for that. So this one's going to get 1 because it is face up. These ones wouldn't have anyway. That one would have if it had been face up. And so that's the only one. Oh, no, this one as well. It's going to get 1 token. And then any that meet the size requirement that's listed over here, which is the 2x4 that has the small squares on it, or the regular squares on it. And in the case of this one, which has 2 stamps on it, it's going to do it for each one. And so it's going to get 4 for that one. It really wants it because it really wants both of those small rectangles for its goal. And this one here is going to do the same thing. So it now has 3, 1 for the fact that it's that, and 2 for the fact that it's a rectangle. And this one's going to get 2. So they're now all appraised. The next thing we do is we go ahead and we decide to pick one of these, anything, to put in our reserve. The only thing you cannot put in the reserve is a rare stamp. So if we'd had this one, we could not reserve that rare stamp. We don't have any rares, and that includes if they're face down, we couldn't reserve them. And so let's go ahead and start, and any of these will go with them. And when you're separating them, you have to have exactly 1 more item in one of the piles than the other pile. You can't load them all up in one area. This one I'm going to go ahead and put in my reserve because I want that one. So we can get rid of these now. Okay, so I got 3, 4, and the large pile gets an extra 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Large pile is going to get 1 additionally. And then we go ahead and flip over one of these cards. And we're going to remove that many tokens from the pile that had the most of the tokens. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be this pile. Had there been a tie, you would have gone with the larger pile. And so we'll get 1, 2, 3 of those are gone. And so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to want this one because there's more tokens in this pile. So it's going to get these ones. And we're going to get these for better or for worse. And then we're going to shuffle this back in. And if there had been a tie at the end of that, the pinzetta would get the larger pile. Now we're going to go to pinzetta's mode here. And it's going to do the same thing over here. Nothing special about either of these. This one's going to get 1. And it gets 1 for the large pile. I'm just going to put 1 on there because it's covering that up so we remember. And then this one's going to get 4. And this one's going to get 1 for having a value of 3 there. Then we're going to evaluate if either of these piles has 3 or more of these tokens than the other one. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 2. So 5 minus 2 is 3. So it's going to go ahead because of the fact that had there been closer in value, as far as the appraisal goes, nothing different would happen. We would just kept it like this. But because this one is 3 or more than this one, you're going to take the one that has the most on it and swap it with one of the ones that has the least on it. Ties go to the leftmost. And so it's actually going to go ahead and switch this and this. Like that. And so now we can choose. And I'm going to go ahead and choose this pile. It's going to get these, and all these tokens can go away now. And then we're going to sort these based on the different categories here. And so any that meet this requirement are going to go into one of these, depending on whether they have the 2 or 3 values. It's going to go here. So this is a 3 value one that's that size, so it's going to go here. And then we've got these shapes are going to go here. If they have a 2 or 3, they go here. And these are going to matter because at the end of the game, they're going to score based on, let's just show the bottom decision card here, the points that are listed on here. And the ones that are going to be here are going to, of course, be more valuable than the ones that are over here. And so that's going to be how they're going to score points at the end of the game for these different stamps. And so then for our portion of this part, we are going to put our specialist here. When scoring contest cards, you may consider all of your stamps to be in one group. So that's a specialist that we can take advantage of later in the game. And then we're going to go ahead and start putting our tokens anywhere we want to on here, keeping in mind that we kind of want to focus towards some of these goals here. And forever stamps don't really score you things during the game, but they will get you, at the end of the game, 10 points if you have the most, 6 if you have second most, 3 points for third most. And so let's go ahead and figure out where we want everything. We do want to surround stamps, and borders count as surrounded. We also want to look for small squares in one group. Kind of need to make that easy to happen. Let's just do that. Gives us plenty of space to move out from. Oh, I almost forgot about this one. Oh, we can put that one there, because those are small stamps. Now, if we've done that, we take one of our tickets here, and we're going to put it on one of these goals to score that goal for the round. We can no longer score that goal in the game, and we're only going to score 3 goals throughout the game, so one of these goals are not going to score. So we can either do 2, 4, 6, 8 for canceled stamps, 2, 4, 6 for small stamps in a group. For theme, we've got space as 2. So it'd be 6 if we'd scored that one. Or we can do second most abundant color, which is going to be yellow because we have 3 greens and 2 yellows, which would be 8 points. I don't want to focus too much more on color, I don't think, for the rest of the game. And I already get 8. So I think I'm going to go ahead and score this one, get the 8 points. Plus we get points for our 2 space stamps, 1 per, so 9, 10. We go to 10 there. And so that's how we score for ours. Now we're going to go ahead and flip the bottommost card here. And it's going to score for theme. And so for level 1, with the theme card being 1 here, it's going to score 9 points times 1 for it being Friday, which means it's going to score 9 points. And that's all there is for scoring that. Had we been playing level 2, it would have gotten 10 points. Level 3, it would have gotten 12 points. On Saturday, it's going to get 2 times the value. On Sunday, it's going to get 3 times the value. So this is the contest ID card, which you see in the corner there. That's all you need to know for that. Okay, then we can just move right on into the next round. I'm going to flip this. And it's going to get one of these face up. Ooh, I like that one. Space and it's 3 points. It's going to get a forever stamp. It's going to get one of these face down. One of these face down, and again, that face up. And then we flip this one. Going on the second line, face up, face up, face up, face down, face up, and a forever stamp. And then rewarding finds. Both of you score 2 points per face down stamp you get during the swap phase. Place this card next to the daily collections as a reminder and discard it at the end of the day. So we'll get 2 points per face down stamp we get during the swap phase. Incentivizes us to go after those face downs, right? Man, there's only 1 face down for us. So what do we want to do? Well, first we have praise. So it's going to get 4 on this one. It's going to get 4 on this one. This one here gets nothing. This one gets 1 plus another 2. So 3 total. And this one gets 1. Now we decide what we want to keep. I kind of want to go for this goal, keep getting it up. Also might lean into the canceled stamps at this point because I'm getting a lot of canceled stamps. Yeah, let's go ahead and reserve that one. And then boom, boom. I split these up a little bit. I just remember this is the specialist. I don't have to focus on getting all those in one group now that I think about it. I can consider them in one group. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Do I randomly put them in a good enough order? That's not bad, actually. Okay. So it's going to get 1 more on this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for that. Actually, no. It's that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. That one works both well for me and it. Oh, that's what we're going to do. It's probably going to get those anyway, so. But we don't know. Flipping a decision card. -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Are they equal? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they weren't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Shuffle these back up. So it's going to choose this pile. And I'm going to get that. I'm going to leave it face down for now so I remember to get the points for it. Now let's go ahead and do this one. It's going to get 1 for that, 1 for that, 2 for that, and 1 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1. So there's a lot more on this one. So the one that has the most is going to swap for the one that has the least. And now I need to decide which of these piles I want. I really want this one because of this. So it's going to get these two. And now we each get 2 points for each of these. So it's going to get 1, 2. And I'm going to get 2, 4. So that's done now. And now we do the things. I need to figure out a way to be able to get that enclosed better. Yeah. Now, what do I want to score this round? It's probably going to be either small squares in one group or canceled stamps. Canceled stamps, I would get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Small squares in a group, which actually doesn't even need to be in a group because I can consider all my stamps to be in a group, is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I think I'm going to go ahead and score the forever stamps. Just make sure I did that right. Start here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So I get 20 points for that, plus my space stamps, 21, 22, 23. We get 23 points total. 1, 2, 3. Boom, like that. Let's put its stamps out first. That's going to go there. This one goes there. This one goes there. And this one goes there. It's going to score the yellow. So it's going to look at number 22 here. Level 1 is 7. Times it by 2 is going to be 14 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up to there. And then we go ahead and move on into the final round. Oh, and this is canceled stamps. So it's going to get one of those face up, one of these face down, and one of these face up. And then in the small pile, it's going to get a 10D card face up. And it's going to get one of these face up. And then flip. Face up. Face up. Face down. Face up. Face up. Ooh. Face down. Place one item from your daily collection rightmost in Pinzetta's large pile, and another rightmost in her small pile. Well, I do not like that. I don't think. I mean, ultimately, I'll be able to choose. Do I put this over there just to let her deal with it? Be rightmost in each pile. I kind of want that one for keeps, because that would go perfectly right there. Okay. I'm keeping that one. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I do not like that event. Okay. So it's going to get 5 on this thing. It really wants this thing, but tough luck because I'm reserving that one. Okay. Will make my job a lot easier. Boom. And so it gets 1 for the larger pile. Yeah. Put that in the wrong place. It's going to change nothing, so it gets both of these. Get shuffled back in. And I get this for what it's worth. And then, oh my word, this is going to be so 1 there, 1, 2 there, 1, 2, 3, 4 there, 4 there, and 2 there, and 1 here. Definitely a lot more over there. So it's going to take the one that has the most, leftmost out of that. It's going to be, these are tied, so this one's going to go. And the one that has the least is going to be this one. Whenever your pile with fewer items is chosen by an opponent during the swap phase, you may draw and reserve 1 stamp face up. A bit late for that anyway. So I'm definitely going to go with this pile. There's 0 reason for me to go with the other pile. So it's going to get one of these here. This is going to go there. That's going to go there. No, not there. There. This one's going to go here, and this one's going to go here. That can go there. That can go there. That there. 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 Yeah, it's going to get the most things covered, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and score for small squares in one group. I'm assuming it's still going to be the best. And remember, I don't actually have to consider them, or they're all in one group anyway. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 times 2 is 20. Or, let's just double check. Theme 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 12. We wanted that theme. Let's see vehicles. There was a lot of vehicles out here actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not as many vehicles as I thought. 5. 5 times 3 is 15. Yeah, vehicles doesn't get it done. So we're going to do small squares in one group. I believe it's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 2 is 20. Let's just do that real quick. 35, 37, 47, 57. And then space stamps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 space stamps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the end of the round stuff for us. End of the round for it. Level 1 green is 7. So 7, level 1 is 7 times 3 is 21. So 25, 35, 45, 46. And then we go into endgame scoring, which forever stamps, there's an imaginary player who has 3 forever stamps for the purposes of this. We went ahead and got 10 points because we're tied for most, so it goes from 11 to 21 there. And it will get 3 for its forever stamps. 1, 2, 3. So let's add up our stamp values. We got 8 plus 8 is 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So we got 33 points there. So, up there. Then we got specialist cards. We have 1 specialist card, so that's 2 points. And then finale contest cards, surrounded stamps, we get 3 points each. So all the ones that are fully surrounded, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17. 17 times 3, so that's 51 points. So go 1 there and just slide that to be the 50. And so our final score is 157. And then for its final score, we're going to flip this card. Well, we're going to minus 20. So let's just go ahead and do that real quick. It's going to be Boom. We've already done forever stamps. Draw a decision card and score items on Pinzetta's mat according to the diagram. 2x4 double stamps are treated as single stamps. So over here, we've got 6 points per stamp. So 6, 12, 18. Here we've got 8, 16. 4, 8, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8. 0 for anything here, but you would add the values, but we'll get to that later if they had it. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 1 forever stamp, and 4 for this. Now we would add in values of rare stamps if it had any. It did not. It gets no points for specialists and no points for the final contest card. And so we whooped it 150 to 90, 157 to 91. But let's go ahead and calculate what would have happened had it been playing on level 2. On level 2, it would have gotten an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got an extra 9 from there, so it would have been bloop. And then it would have had an extra 10 points. So had we been playing on level 2, it would have had 110. Had we been playing on level 3, we're looking at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus another. On level 3, you would have scored 127 if all my math was correct and all that. So there you have it. That is how you play Stamp Swap with the solo mode. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If I made any mistakes, let me know down in the comments below. There are a few little edge type things that sometimes are a little hard to realize what was needed there. And so let me know if I did that or if I made any mental mistakes, as I tend to do in these videos. Hopefully you'll catch them in editing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. It's taught you how to play Stamp Swap and whether this is a game or not for you. Have a great week and keep on gaming.